February is Black History Month, and one place in Arizona is celebrating a labor of love to honor Black Arizonans. Joining us to discuss the opening of the African American Museum of Southern Arizona is founder and executive director Beverly Elliot. Hi, Beverly.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
It's great to have you here. Now, I just love the idea of this museum because you got the idea from your 7-year-old grandson in 2021. How did that happen?
Well, I tell you, his teacher had assigned the classroom to let's do a report on a famous African-American hero or shero. He does this report, and in the meantime, he looks at me and says, "Aren't you working for a museum back in Michigan?" "Yes." "Well, where's the museum here that shows people like me, African-American folks that look like me?" That didn't happen, and we ended up doing some research. There was not one. So we are the first.
Beverly, the museum just opened in January. How does it feel?
Oh, it's a big relief to get everything going and open. Most museums take 5 to 20 years. This has been 18 months. So needless to say, we did not have our display cabinets ready. There were a lot of things that, little things that we needed to continue to work on. But we just felt it was the ideal time. And we had anticipated and talked with several museums who kind of told us, anytime something opens like this and the size that you are, expect 70 to 80 people. We had 360 people in 2.5 hours. So that showed that there was a need and an interest for this museum. So it made us feel great that we were providing the community with something that they wanted and needed.
We got to ask, what did your grandson say? What was his reaction when the museum opened?
Well, the biggest thing he asked me to always say about him is that he is 9 now. He's not 7. But he has been there every step of the way. Just like he said, he wanted to help. One of the things he wanted to make sure is that one of our social justice issues that we're addressing right now is the Crown Act. But one of the things he thought about and we talked about is how to make people proud of their hair, because the Crown Act is about hair discrimination, and we want to clear that up, especially in the African American community. Well, one of the things he thought about, he said, the Crown Act, I think everybody should get a crown when you talk to them about the Crown Act. So now, just like when you go to Burger King and used to get those crowns, we have crowns there as you walk through that particular exhibit.
What can people find at the museum? What will the experience be like?
The museum is on the campus of the University of Arizona. We have a display of the Buffalo Soldiers. We have an exhibit with Coach Fred Snowden. Coach Snowden was the first African-American basketball coach in NCAA Division I at a major school in the United States at the University of Arizona. We also have a quilt that basically tells you about a slave code. We have probably already completed maybe 12 to 14 oral histories, 5 or 6 legacy stories. We have 2 big screens that you can sit and listen to these amazing people tell their life stories. In every group that's gone through, the biggest thing we want them to do when they leave is to say, "I didn't know that." And I have to honestly say, I have not heard anyone say they didn't know everything that we have in the museum. What we're hoping to do, and we hope people get out of this, is that we want to weave that African American history into American history, because that's exactly what it is. We have been deleted on purpose and sometimes forgotten or left out. We're just very proud to be able to weave that African American and Black history into American history and the history of Southern Arizona.
Beverly, great job. Thank you so much for sharing all of that information with us, and thank your grandson too for the great idea. And if you would like more information on the African American Museum of Southern Arizona, just head to their website.